they call me Lyrical Jesus, as in Jesus Christ, and I know the #1 dunk in the world. They're like, dude, you're bananas. You need help. When he came through and told them, man, I grew up with this guy. I know this guy. It kind of changed. It kind of changed things. So that's why I say I'm the best, because you wouldn't just because you're taller and you can don't mean you do. So if you're taller and bigger than Eminem, would you beat up Eminem? No, you wouldn't, because he'll murder mouth you. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't pick a fight with Mike Tyson or Bruce Lee. So why did you do it
ain't
to
that
me?
I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie. Yeah. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me? I'm so cursed up. I'm the last man standing, but I went first up. Most hated, they don't say it when I roll up. The things that people say about me, they don't say close up. Check it, I ain't been to the booth in a minute. Niggas hate the fact that I'm winning. What makes him the chief of the South Side? Oh my nigga, I'm not a lieutenant. When I was in the gym, you wasn't in it. FaceTime, so my windows is tinted. If I said that shit, then I meant it. Niggas gave me the rules and I bent it. Same nigga that was trapping while I was suspended. You wasn't in them hallways banging, boy, you wasn't in it. Really a genuine nigga, homie, don't get offended. From East Lake, South Murder, I'm just it ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. It ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't. Say, it ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie. What you know about it? Southside Chief, homie. Now what you know, look, I'm Southside Chief, homie. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me?
We rocking? All right, another episode of Minnesota's #1 daily show live on Lake Street. I'm your host, Jake Faircloth, a.k.a. Podcast Poppy. Follow me everywhere at Jake Faircloth1. Follow us everywhere at Live on Lake Street. Special guest in the building. They call him Lyrical Jesus, man. Lyrical Jesus?
LJ the J-Man, main man in the building.
So I know that's your moniker, right? Is that your artist name? Like when you upload music, you upload under LJ or Lyrical Jesus?
Well, I got the only rap name in the game that everybody feels some type of way about. Like people don't like to say it, but when they hear my music, they don't say they don't deny it.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is that I kind of try to cater to the people to make it simpler, because typing in Lyrical Jesus and searching in the search engine, people don't want to do that. So I just put the J-Man, because have you ever seen the movie He Got Game with Jesus Shuttlesworth in it?
Yep.
They call him Jesus. Yep. They call him the J-Man. The hustler in the movie's like, man, if they mess with the J-Man, man, they're gonna end up in the river.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Why don't I recall that?
The drug dealer that he
was
riding.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He called him the J-Man.
I don't even remember him calling him that.
Yeah. So to shorten it up, I just go by the J-Man or LJ.
Okay. I mean, that's a good point, and it's good to know that, because you're right. There is something about having the name Jesus in your name.
Oh man, I've been put in jail for it. I've been committed in the hospital over it. People are like, "You're calling yourself Jesus," and I was like, "Look, man, it's a stupid name."
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people out there actually named Jesus,
yeah,
or Jesus, but
yeah, and that has nothing to do with Spanish people or nothing.
I mean, it's a name.
Yeah, it's just a name, but
yeah.
I've been punished for it. That's why I'm talking my shit now, because my album's out. Good as bad, bad as good. You can check it out on @thejman236 on YouTube.
Is that the only place you got it?
That's the only place I got it right now.
Okay.
So
why not upload it to all the other streaming platforms?
They told me to do it on my own channel. My next album is due in like a month or two, and that's gonna be hard.
When you say they told you, who's they?
My people, like my team.
So kind of just a free project. Just put it out there on YouTube.
Yeah, so people can see what I'm working with.
Okay, that makes sense. And so you were telling me a little bit off the mic, but let's tell it on the mic. How did you get started doing music, and it kind of coincides with the name too, right?
Yeah.
So talk to me about that.
I've been writing, recording music, and remixing music since I was a little kid. Since I was probably like 4 or 5 years old. Like back in the days, like. Do you remember when the Jackson 5 had a cartoon show?
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember it because I didn't watch it, but I know of it. Yes.
Yeah, I used to remix the theme song. I've been remixing music and writing music for a long time, but I didn't start opening up for major label artists until I was like 16 years old.
Okay.
So I've been opening up for major label artists for the past like 25
Who are some of the
years.
biggest acts you've opened for?
Young Buck. I opened up for Young Buck twice at the Rock nightclub in Maplewood.
Okay.
I opened up for Mims, Flow Rider. Who else? I just opened up for Bone Crusher like a month ago.
Okay.
Who else did I open up for? Busy Bone at Daddy Rock's nightclub.
Some names right there.
There's more. D12.
Okay.
But Eminem wasn't there. So there are more, but I mean, it's just it's cool.
Yeah. Are you from Minnesota?
No, I was born in Newark, New Jersey.
Ooh. Okay. How long were you there until you came here?
Came here when we were like almost like 4.
Okay.
4
So
years
later.
old.
So I mean, you rep the Twin Cities. You
Yes,
grew up
hard.
here.
Yes, I love Minnesota.
Yeah. Okay. So I've been seeing some of your posts. Very boisterous. You got a lot to say.
I got a lot to
Big
say.
talk.
Yeah.
So you say you're the best, right?
I'm the best.
So tell me what makes you feel that way?
I say what I say because I've been so punished for my nickname.
Mhm.
Like, I've been committed in the hospital 3-4 times. They're like, you ain't Jesus. They were considering me for shock therapy. And I'm like, look, man,
Yikes.
it's my nickname. You guys are going to learn. And then T-Dub came through, brought me the lawyer. They're
Mhm.
like, oh, your lawyer's here. And then he had to kind of talk to them and straighten it up. I'm like, you know, they call me Lyrical Jesus, as in Jesus Christ. And I know the #1 dunk in the world. They're like, dude, you're bananas. You need help. When he came through and told them, man, I grew up with this guy. I know this guy. It kind of changed things. So that's why I say I'm the best, because you wouldn't, just because you're taller and you can don't mean you do. So if you're taller and bigger than Eminem, would you beat up Eminem? No, you wouldn't, because he'll murder mouth you. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't pick a fight with Mike Tyson or Bruce Lee. So why do people do it to me? I'll Eminem. Because there's stuff that he can't say. There's stuff that he can't do.
Like what?
I'm in the streets.
What can he
Like,
say? What's the difference between you and him?
He can't use certain slang terms.
Okay.
I can say I got black in me. I can say whatever I want. I'll murder Eminem in a battle in English, and then
So what you're saying is because you're allowed to use the N-word, you can take him out?
It's not just because of that.
Okay.
I'll take him out in English because of my boot camp training,
Okay.
and I'll take him out in Spanish. So
Okay.
I'll diss him in English.
So you got the multilingual
Yeah,
effect.
so then everybody can understand what I said in English. I'll rap about him in Spanish. And then it's
I won't
over
cap. It do be hitting when rappers do that.
with. Yeah.
When rappers switch it, like in the middle of a flow, they switch it from Spanish to or from English to Spanish. No, I don't even have to know what you're saying.
Yeah.
This shit is hard.
Yeah,
for sure.
I was on B96 for a summer. They're not around no more, but I had a song called La Perfecta Combinación. I rap in Spanish and sing in Spanish too. I do reggaeton too. So I do a little bit of everything.
So what kind of song was it? A rap song or was it,
It
more
was
like
a rap. It was
pop
a rap song.
Okay.
It was a rap song, and it was on the radio because they were doing a homegrown competition, and I won it. So my music was getting played in the clubs and on the radio for like a summer.
So you were were you kind of like, because the B96 era, like that was a while ago.
That was a while ago.
So who were your peers in music at that time?
Like, who was I like recording music with, or who was
Nah,
I
who
listening
like
to?
who else was doing music at that time? Who kind of had a buzz?
Who was real popular?
Yeah, who kinda had
a Sandman, King
Sandman. Okay.
I know him. I know him too.
He's still out here doing it.
He's
too.
still out here doing.
Yeah.
He's in Atlanta.
Yep.
He was good people's. I politicked with him a couple times. I was Walter Chancellor, the IPR desktop producer,
Yeah.
introduced me to him.
Okay.
So he was doing his thing back, and then who else was getting hot?
Street Kings.
Street Kings.
Street Kings had it.
Yeah,
really-
they were the ones that promoted the show when I opened up for Young Buck.
Okay. Yep. So
So
Street
that-
Kings, I think probably Longdo, Big Wiz and Tony Bones.
Big Wiz,
Yep, yep,
Tony Bones.
yeah.
Yeah, they were doing their thing.
So you kind of came up in for me personally, kind of a classic era.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
rap in Minnesota.
With a lot of lyricists, there isn't so much lyricists nowadays, and they're like, as far as like writing songs and structure and like a rhyme scheme and like having a pattern, like Eminem does, or like J. Cole, or like Kendrick Lamar do. A lot of artists don't have that no more.
Yeah, the lyrical.
It's gone. The content is gone.
I don't think it is gone. I don't like it when people say that, because I don't think that that's true, because who are the people you just named?
Oh, they're super lyricists.
J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar,
Eminem.
Drake.
Drake.
You know what I mean? Like, that's arguably your top 3
Oh,
in
yeah.
rap right now. So
Yeah,
for people
yeah.
to say that lyricism is dead, it's not as prominent. I would agree. It's not as popular, but it is still the #1 thing we
Yeah,
look
yeah.
for in rap. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the world still does prefer lyricism. Like,
Yeah.
yes, you have the the Lil Uzis and the,
they're more. I don't know what to say about them. Like I respect them and I love their music. I bang them out all the time.
Yeah.
But like they're more like they use auto tune
For sure.
and stuff like that. Like I don't do that. I don't even. Oh, and another reason why they call me Lyrical Jesus because I don't write music. I freestyle. The music. I don't know if you saw my video "Trapping in the Quarantine," produced by, shot by Who Is High Def, the Migos videographer.
You shot with. I didn't know that you shot with High Def.
Yeah, I shot 2 videos with Who Is High Def.
Okay. Shout out to High Def.
Shout out to Who Is High Def.
High Def has the most viewed interview on Live on Lake Street.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's a good guy. He's good people,
Yeah.
man. He's a really good guy.
Yep.
He shot You Claim on YouTube, and he shot Trapping in the Quarantine. And those were just freestyles that I did that people recorded, and they were like, man, we got to do something with that. I wanted it deleted. I didn't care about it because I look at it like this. If I'm writing music, if I'm going to write what it is I'm doing in the streets, my street activity, if I'm going to write about that stuff, I'm incriminating myself. I'm throwing myself under the bus. So why would I do that? Why would I be so specific as to do that? Nowadays, they have criminologists who can study your writing. They can study a letter, and they he was telling the truth here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So well, how can they crucify you, or how can they commit you for a freestyle? They can't. It's kind of a loophole. You know what I mean?
That's an interesting thought.
It's kind of a loophole. So that's why I'm like, people are like, hey man, can you, I want you to jump on the track. I want you to write. I'm like, bro, I don't.
But then again,
I
like,
don't
can't you? You could still write raps and say it was a freestyle.
What I do is
Not to the world. I just mean if something came up legally, and the cops were like, "Hey, you said this," you'd be like, "Yeah, it was off the head."
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
there's no way. There's still no way for them to prove it if they don't have the physical writing. It's an interesting point.
Yeah,
I never thought of it.
Yeah, I thought about every aspect of it because I was trained by Marines. Like the program director was a Marine. Shout out to Dave Ganner.
You're talking about in boot camp?
I've been to Harbor Shelter of Lionel Lakes. I've done a lot of jail time.
Okay.
And then when people started calling me Lyrical Jesus, I started getting committed in the hospital. So that took a lot of time from me. So once people found out I was speaking the truth and I wasn't lying, not only did it shock them, they just let me go. They're like,
You're not on the run from there right
no,
now?
No, I'm not on the run right now.
All right, just making sure.
No.
Okay. So I want to go back to the name. How did you get the name Lyrical Jesus? Where did it come from?
My label mate that I used to record music with, Schizo Entertainment, rest in peace, infamous Regis Milligan, and rest in peace, Il Loco. He was my best friend and my label mate. And on my 28th birthday, he posted it on Facebook. He was like, "Happy birthday, Lyrical Jesus." And I was like, Lyrical what? I had a problem with it at first.
So he wasn't even saying like, "This is your name." He was calling you a Lyrical Jesus, like
yeah.
that.
I was like, at first I thought he was calling me like a snitch, or like I took it.
Whoa! You thought he was saying you talk too much?
Yeah, I felt like he was calling me like I took it as derogatory. Like I was like, man, that's negative. Like I'm in the streets, you know. Like people ain't gonna go from. My first nickname was Jerusalem. My mom gave me that name
That's where the tattoo came from?
No, this is the 6-point star, and this is the Old English M.
Okay.
What's on my album cover.
Okay.
My mom gave me my mom heard me read my poetry. She was like, Jerusalem. I was like, why? She was like, the new heaven in the Bible is a gold city. They call it Jerusalem. I'm born in North New Jersey. They call North New Jersey New Jersey. So it went from Jerusalem to Jers. And then it went from Jers. Then I started politicking with Most Hated the Family. Shout outs to Most Hated the Family. Don Maghetto Hated. And then I started recording music with Most Hated the Family. So my name went from Jers to Jers Hated. That's when I was with Most Hated the Family, I met Il Loco, who was running Schizo Entertainment. He's the one that put me on with Young Buck and all those shows. He passed, unfortunately. So did Infamous.
You got a lot of death in your life, man.
Yeah, and
it's a lot of RIPs you said already. Yeah.
And the person who started Mayman Records was Leroy, and his name is Diesel the Demon. He was doing N1 basketball with his brother T-Dub, with with his family, and he started the label. He passed, unfortunately, so rest in peace.
God damn.
To Diesel and Mama Julie. So I feel like that's why I talk that shit, because I feel like I'm one of the last ones left. And if anybody out there feels like I ain't Lyrical Jesus, or like I'm not one of the best or the best, then verbally challenge me. Because this ain't a battle of PC. This ain't physical contact. If you tell me, hey, man, you got a minute, you say whatever the hell you want off the top of the head versus anybody, there's no fucking body, excuse my language, there's nobody that stands a chance with me. In English and in Spanish, I just don't see it happening.
I mean, you know, I've always been a proponent of, you know, artists saying they're the best if they feel like they're really the best. But it's a hard thing to quantify. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people out there that would say Drake is the greatest rapper of all time, right? But is he as good of a technical rapper as J. Cole? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. He's phenomenal. He's
Yeah,
great. He's
yeah.
definitely one of the greatest. But J.
Yeah.
Cole is alien.
Yeah, he's
You know what I mean?
alien.
Are any of them as good as
Nas is my favorite
Black
artist.
Thought?
No, Black Thought, ooh.
I think Royce the 5'9" is the great. When it comes to rap abilities,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he's the greatest ever.
Yeah.
Period. Dead or alive. I don't think anybody out raps Royce the 5'9".
Yeah,
That's
Ro-
my that's
yeah,
my
he's-
personal opinion.
Yeah, he's cold.
You know what I'm saying?
Royce the 5'9" is cold.
It's but it's impossible to quantify. You can't really make that. You know what I mean? Like there isn't a definitive answer as to who's the best. It's really about opinion.
Yeah.
So for you to have the opinion that you're the best, shit, who am I to say you're not? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just think that before anybody gets opinionated, just listen to the music.
Yeah.
What creeps people out, my album is out. Good is bad, bad is good. It's 11 tracks. Nas blessed people with 10 tracks on Illmatic. I said I'm gonna do 11. Listen to the music. 50%, I'd say 47 to 50% of that album, freestyling. Just freestyles.
it's okay. So since you're gonna pop this shit, and you're saying you're asking people, remind people again where they can go find out. Find
It
the album.
is on YouTube at the J-Man 236.
Is there might be a way to you said good is bad and bad is good?
You can't type that in.
can't
It
do
won't
it?
pop up
It
like
won't
that.
pop up? Okay.
You have to type in at the J-Man Man 236. And my profile for my channel is my cartoon picture with my tattoos on my face, so they'll see it.
Okay. Oh, yeah, there's the album. There's the little album cover right there.
I look like Chucky on it.
That's the new album though, right?
Yeah,
That's the one that's not. Is that the one that's out?
That's the one
That's
that's
the one
out
that's
right
out.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It kind of reminds me of
Lil
Carter.
Weezy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, which is dope. I mean, I have no problem with people doing that. Like, people always want to get, you're copying. But there ain't a new thing. There's nothing new under the
It's
sun.
not new
bro.
under the
Like,
sun,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? It's like,
And who better to bite than Lil Wayne?
I mean, you ain't wrong. There's people that would say Wayne's the greatest ever.
Wayne's on fire. Wayne's money. He's nice.
You know
I
what
love
though?
Lil Wayne.
Not that we need to make this the Lil Wayne podcast, but the one thing that I think is really underrated about Wayne, because he is so great and had such an incredible run, he seemed to kind of go away for a little bit. He had a resurgence.
My thing.
If people have been paying attention over the last 2-3 years,
Yeah,
Wayne
Lil
has
Wayne's
been
on
killing
fire.
shit
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, Lil Wayne's on fire, but my little thing with Lil Wayne is ghostwriters have come out about him. Like Gilly the Kid said he was ghostwriting for Lil Wayne. I'm like, I don't got no ghostwriter.
Yeah.
I freestyle probably 80% of my music. I don't write. I don't put the pen to paper. If I put the pen to paper to somebody, it's not looking good for them.
See, I think there's just a really big misconception about the music industry as a big business. I think when you get to the place where Lil Wayne got, where he was the hottest thing smoking,
Anybody, if people are throwing stones at him, anybody's gonna do it.
I think what people forget is when you're that big and you have a label, a machine behind you, they're gonna put you in studios with other people that they feel are talented.
Okay.
For writing sessions, recording sessions, and then you can easily take those and be
yeah.
oh yeah, ghostwriters. It's like, man, maybe he was just in the studio with 8 other really talented people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about it like that.
You know what I'm saying? There's I think it's important. I think that's the one I get that ghostwriting is frowned upon. And if I find out that, you have a whole song written for you or a whole verse written for
It
you,
changes
and
your
your whole
opinion on that
whole
verse.
thing is I'm this thing, and then it turns out you're not.
Yeah.
Okay, well that I might be like, like that's disappointing. I'm not going to cancel you or not listen to your music anymore. But, you know, like Drake said, you know, when he was getting the, you know, help from Quentin Miller, it's like, you can't be.
Who's Quentin Miller? I didn't mean to cut you off.
He's the guy. He's Drake's ghostwriter. The guy that he was accused.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So, but to me, like, art is supposed to be collaborative. Art is better when you work with other people that are also artistic. So, if you're making a song and Quentin Miller's in the studio with you and he goes out of nowhere, he goes,
what's wrong with him?
10 bands, 100 bands. It's like, and you hear that and you're like, oh shit, and you use that. That's not the same to me as ghostwriting. Because you know what I mean? Like Taylor Swift is out here putting pen to paper, writing whole songs for other artists. Beyonce is out here writing whole songs for other artists. You know what I mean? Like, that's different.
Yes,
that is different. But if you're in a studio with another person and it's collaborative and he says something and you're like, oh shit, that's hard. And then you say it. Because let's be real. The shit that Quentin...
That's just feeding off each other.
Exactly. And Quentin Miller's you know, additions to the Drake songs, if Quentin Miller would have made that song, nobody know about it.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody cares about Quentin Miller saying 10 bands, 50 bands. 100. When Drake says it, it's like,
it changed the whole
that
story.
shit is fire. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I get it. I'm sort of over it. I'm almost 40, bro. I don't really care anymore.
I'm 39.
Yeah, I don't really care anymore. Like, I don't, like, if I like the music, I like the music. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there are some artists where, like, bro, if it came out that, like, Pac had writers,
that would change everything.
I'd cry.
That
would kill me. That would kill me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would kill me. That would absolutely kill me. But
somebody recently came out and said Nas had a ghostwriter. That hurt me. I felt that in my heart. I was like, Nas, no.
To me, the Nas thing is, at one point, he was probably the biggest rapper in the world.
Yeah.
You think he didn't get in the studio with Tribe Called Quest, Capone and Noriega, all the artists that were popping at that time? You think they didn't get, Slick Rick? You think they didn't get in the studio and get collaborative? I'm certain they did.
Got to.
I'm certain they did.
Yeah, they got to.
And at some point, somebody said something that Nas was like, "I'm using that." Is that a ghostwriter? Nah, that's just collaborative effort.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think so. But these people, they're out there and they're doing it. I mean, it is. I guess it is what it is.
People are gonna kill me for my takes on this. By the way, I already know they're gonna be like, fuck that. I already know.
Me, I'm like, man, because it kind of like it took me 5 years. 5 years to accept the Lyrical Jesus name and go with it. And the only reason I did is because Inf died. Regis, the person who gave me my nickname, he died. That hurt me. It affected me. And then what's Jay-Z's nickname? Hova the God MC. He's got God in his name twice, in his nickname twice. I'm like, can I outdo just verbally? Can I outdo Jay-Z? Yeah, he don't got the biggest vocab.
I mean, you ain't the only one. I mean, there's Ritz. Ritz goes by White Jesus.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, that's one of his nicknames. You got. I mean, you remember the kid that came, a little white kid from Ohio that came out for a while from
Slim
Frank
Jesus?
Block, Slim Jesus.
Slim Jesus.
I mean, it was short lived, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you ain't the first person to try it.
But did they? Was that their nickname, or were they calling themselves that? I don't call myself that. I really don't even like the name. I just took it because it was dope. I just accepted it because it was dope.
I mean, I think for that specifically that kid, I think that was just, let's come up with the craziest name we can and go viral, and it worked. I mean, it worked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
My nickname has gotten me a lot of problems with the law. It's just different things. But now that they know that that's really me, they're a little cooler about it. But I get it. Man, it is what it is.
Well, stick to the music now. Stay out the streets.
Yeah, I hope I don't get crucified for it. But I mean, my new record. Oh man, because majority of Good is Bad, Bad is Good is just me freestyling.
Yep.
Fire.
And so, what about the project you said you have coming in like a month?
It's all written.
It's all written.
Majority of it is stuff that I wrote when I was locked up.
Okay. See, I like that. I like that. I think that because it's a whole different mindset.
Oh man, it's.
You know, they say Pac wrote Me Against the World in prison. That's my
really.
That's my favorite Pac album.
I didn't know that.
That's my favorite Pac album.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I like. I mean, it kind of like conceptualizes it. You know what I'm saying? If the majority of what you wrote, you were confined, your mind's going to be in a whole different place.
Oh, yeah.
So you're reaching something that you probably can't reach when you're out here.
Yeah.
So I think that's.
If you don't, I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't mean to be rude or disrespectful and cut you off. Can I ask you who your top 5 artists are?
Top 5.
Dead or alive?
Artists or rappers?
Rappers.
Oh man, see, shit probably moves around a little bit for me from time to time. Like it changes for me. It's kind of a rotating scale, and it is hard. And I wouldn't be able to put it in order. But for me, like Pac is number one with a bullet. I don't think that will ever change.
Okay.
Pac is just too instrumental in my life, my personal life, to ever be taken out of that spot. So sometimes when I'm doing my like top 5s, top 10s, I just remove him. Like I can't count him. He's like, it's like there's one and then there's him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
he's in a genre of his own. Pac
all time is so tough. Oh man, so I'm gonna say Pac. So since dead air is not good on a podcast, so I'm gonna say Pac, and then I gotta put Snoop in there.
Ooh, Snoop.
Yeah, I mean Snoop was really my introduction into rap. You know what I'm saying? Like that was Doggy Style was like.
Yeah. Who didn't like Snoop back in the day?
You can do this?
Snoop's still doing this thing.
Oh yeah, no, Snoop's the most famous person on the planet.
Yeah.
There's nobody more famous than Snoop. Nobody.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So Snoop, Pac. I got to put my guy Royce in there. I can't say he's the greatest rapper alive, dead or alive, and not put him in my top 5. So yeah, I got Royce in there.
Though. You know when he gets on a record, he's wrecking it.
So let me just be very clear. This is my personal top 5. So I got those 3. And then I gotta put Game there.
Game's nice too.
I got Game in my personal top 5.
Okay.
And
that's
then
not bad.
And then I think I go. I'm a cheat. I got Drake, Kendrick, and Cole all tied for 5.
Okay, all right.
Those are all. Those are my.
I concur. I don't disagree with.
They're all kind of competing for that fifth spot.
I don't disagree with that at all.
Yeah.
I would say and I just do it quickly. My top 5 would be Nas would be first.
Okay.
Pac would be second.
Okay.
I throw Cassidy in there.
Okay.
Cause he's nasty with his mouth.
Pause, but yes.
Yeah, he's pretty sick. And then I would have to. What am I at 4 right now? I would say.
Yo, nasty with his mouth was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy that you just said that.
Cole, J. Cole, and then the 5th one would probably be, I say me.
Oh shit!
I'll
put yourself in the top 5.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll put them above me, but I gotta be in there somewhere.
So wait, run that back again. You say Nas,
Pac,
Cassidy, Cole,
and then J. Cole, and then me.
And you. What about M? You mentioned M quite a few times in there. You ain't got him in there?
I love Eminem. Don't get me wrong. I bow down to Eminem. I love him. But his music is more fairy tale shit. It's more comic book shit. It's more comedian stuff. Because he ain't really, I'm going to smack you with a chicken nugget and hit you with a thing of quarters. Yeah. Like, he ain't really doing that stuff.
He ain't saying shit.
The stuff that I'm rapping about, I've already done jail time for it. I've already, people know what I'm doing in the streets, so I can't lie about it.
Yeah, M's dropped a whole lot of hot trash since the Eminem show.
Oh, bad music?
Since the Eminem show.
Yeah.
First 3 albums, classics.
Classics.
But everything after that, it's been a lot of garbage and a little bit of good shit mixed in there.
Yeah, I love Eminem. Don't get me wrong, but...
I saw you say something about the new artist that him and Dre signed.
Oh, he's trash.
Mill?
Yeah, he's trash. I don't like him at all.
That's weird.
I saw the video. I saw the video 5 times in a row, and I was like, well, I didn't see what Eminem saw in him. I didn't see it at all.
That to me felt like, I'm shocked that Dre put his cosign on that. I get it for M, but for Dre to cosign that seems so strange to me.
I don't even know how to say his name. Is it Easy Mills?
Easy Mill, I guess, or Mill or Mills. I'm not. I'm with you. I'm not feeling it.
And it's like,
seems like an outdated style too.
Rap is a competitive sport, and if he feels like he's better than me, let's battle it out, and it'll just be a freestyle, and he'll learn.
Yeah, I mean, Kid can rap, I guess.
He can rap. He's got skill, but to be on the level that M is hyping him up to be, no. My neighbor raps better than him.
Yeah, to me, it just feels like an outdated style.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't seem like it's not going to work. I'll be shocked if it works.
I don't think so either.
I don't think we'll hear anything about Easy Mill after this first single.
Yeah.
And the only reason we're hearing about it is because it's a new signee from Dre and M, and because M got on the song and dissed Game and Melly Mel.
Yeah, I think he's gonna flop. Sorry to say, but I gotta call it like I see it.
Yeah,
I didn't hear any substance. I didn't hear anything that he wasn't flipping multiple syllables before the claps, on the claps, or anything like that. Like I'm crazy when it comes to it. Like,
yeah, I didn't see anything too special.
I think,
no disrespect. I hope the kid wins. I hope he does. I don't want him to lose. I don't see it.
I think the hottest bar, just one bar that I ever constructed in my life, I wrote it down, was money is the root of all evil, but it's a necessary evil. That's why I'm delivering smash hits like the secondary of the Eagles. Not even Quavo could offset this takeoff, Migos. In no way, shape, or form any disrespect to Migos takeoff. Ooh, not even Quavo. You catch that?
I caught it. Yeah.
Not even Quavo could offset this takeoff, Migos.
Yeah.
I think that's probably one of the coldest.
No,
bars.
that's hard.
That's a hard bar, and I got a lot of hard ones. That's a hard bar.
Yeah, no, I like it. I definitely like it. So, okay, so we got to wrap soon, but before we wrap, just give me a quick rundown. So you got the album out now. Good is bad and bad is good?
Yes.
Or is it the other way around?
Good is bad, bad is good.
Okay, got that right.
GIBBIG.
Okay. And remind me one more time, the YouTube is?
At the J-Man236.
Okay, an album is out, and then you got another one coming.
In like 2 months.
You got a title for it?
DOA 1234.
What's the meaning?
You don't get your flowers till you're dead. People don't respect you. People don't talk about you. People don't love you until you're dead. Then they're like, oh, man, he was the GOAT. He was this and that. So I'm like, man, I'm going to speed up the process. On my next album, I die. I get killed. I'm not going to say how. I'm not going to say who does it. But I basically kill off Lyrical Jesus, and I go back to being Jers Died Hated. And then after that, my album is going to be called Hated Till Death Dated. So
they give me a lot of shit for the way I talk to people on this show. Say that I call too many people legends, and I'm too and I dick ride and all that.
No,
and
I
that's
love
fine.
the show, man. I watch the show all the time.
I'm gonna say that concept is hard.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
That I don't know how they're feeling watching right now, but that does make me want more. That makes me want to check it out more.
Yeah, I just thought to myself, I was like,
he said, I'm gonna speed up the process.
Yeah, I'm like, how can I extend my music career, and how can I get people to understand where it is I'm coming from? Get killed in my album. So in the videos and what it's just it's a lot. It's a lot going on up there, but it's
I can see that.
It's gonna come out and it's gonna be fire.
You're passionate about it. I like it. I like the passion. Are you video? Are you gonna shoot with high def more? He's one of the best, if not the best we got here.
Yeah, he's really, really, really good.
I
gotta talk to my team about it, and it's not about money, because when we approached him, he had like a special going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's charging like $2,000 a video, and I'm like,
he got that he getting that corporate money now, so it's easier for him to.
And he deserves it. He deserves it. He's a good guy.
He's a legend. He's a real. I mean, high def is a legend for real.
He works hard.
He's a legend for real. The work that he's put in is legendary. Absolutely legendary.
Yeah, I'm doing 2 videos next month. It's not gonna be with Who Is High Def. It's gonna be with my guy AB Bizzle. Shout outs to Bizzle. He's doing his music thing too. So I'm gonna give him a try, and let's see where he can take it.
Okay. That's what's AB Loke?
No. Yeah. Do you know him too?
I know who he is.
Yeah. He's my homie.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever met him in person or anything, but I think
he's a good guy. So he shoots videos. I'm like, okay, let's do it.
For sure. Okay. Closing thoughts before we go. Anything you want to make sure that people know?
Man, if you're gonna hate me like you hate Ye. Just don't make me catch a body, or don't make me catch a homie, because I'll go crazy. I'll catch anything. A football, your body, then my own body, JJ.
Okay. Tell them where to find you quick.
You can find me on Facebook. My name is Juan Rugel on Facebook. You can find me on YouTube. My video is Trapping in the Quarantine featuring AWOL, featuring LJ, or You Claim featuring AWOL, featuring LJ. Or you can hear my music on my YouTube channel at the J-Man236.
People should have that memorized by now.
LJ, LeBron James of the rap game.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That's what I am.
Man, oh, shit.
That's
all right,
what
man.
I am.
I appreciate your time, man. It was a cool conversation. I'm glad. I like talking rap shit, man. I don't get to do it a lot, so.
I watch the show all the time. I saw when Slink was on it. I saw the whole thing. I'm like, man, that's cool, man. I thought that you guys just did like artists, like famous people.
No.
But he's doing his thing. He's getting out there, man. He's doing his thing.
For sure. I appreciate your time, man. That's it. Another episode of Minnesota's #1 daily show live on Lake Street. I'm your host, Jake Faircloth. Follow me everywhere at Jake Faircloth1. Follow us everywhere at Live on Lake Street. Lyrical Jesus. I appreciate you, bro. That's it.
It ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie. Yeah. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me? I'm so churched up, I'm the last man standing, but I went first up. Most hated, they don't say it when I roll up. The things that people say about me, they don't say close up. Check it, I ain't been to the booth in a minute. Niggas hate the fact that I'm winning. Who makes him the chief of the south side? Oh my nigga, I'm not the lieutenant. When I was in the gym, you wasn't in it. Face off, so my windows is tinted. If I said that shit, then I meant it. Niggas gave me the rules and I bent it. Same nigga that was trapping while I was suspended. You wasn't in them hallways banging, boy, you wasn't in it. Really a genuine nigga, homie, don't get offended. From East Lake, South Murder, I'm just it ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. It ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't. Say, it ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie. What you know about it? Southside Chief, homie. Now what you know, look, I'm Southside Chief, homie. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me?